Guys, I couldn't help myself but to test out the Echo shotgun with the slug rounds and get a kick out of this. If we go ahead and we go to activate slug rounds or put them on our loadout, but we look at the stats first, it boosts headshot damage by 1,917%, neck damage 1,275%, 858 for the upper torso and the lower torso, which is absolutely unreal. So today we're going to try it. We're going to see just how good it is. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and enjoy the video. Want to unlock all new mastery camos like Singularity ASAP? Check out Mitch Cactus, the biggest and the most reliable name in Call of Duty. They offer instant delivery DLC codes like Monster Energy, plus lobbies delivered in under an hour. Everything is 100% safe and legit for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Just about the community and seen all over YouTube, Mitch Cactus has over 20,000 verified reviews and thousands of personal vouchers. Make them the go-to for all things Call of Duty and even other games like Battlefield 6. Be sure to use code SPAZEL for 5% off and check out their current Black Friday sale to earn up to 60% off for a limited time only. So like all the other shotguns inside of Black Ops 7 Zombies, the Echo gets buffed by over 1,000%, almost close to 2,000% damage-wise to the head, which is absolutely unreal and unheard of in COD Zombies. So today I figured we would hop inside of Van Dorn Farm Survival and we would test out the Echo shotgun with the slug rounds to see just how good it can actually be, if it's going to be better than the Akita, how much damage is it going to deal, if it's even better than the M10 Breacher. I don't really think it will be, but I do, of course, plan on it being better than the Akita. That way this kind of has a good pro, the Akita has a good pro like the fire rate, and then obviously the M10 Breacher has a good pro like the damage. Now with this build I did decide to use the tac laser just so we can kind of have a little bit quicker ADS speed, just kind of make it a little bit quicker of a weapon. This shotgun isn't really slow, but it isn't extremely fast, so I figured this would definitely be better. Now of course with the right perks and stuff we'll be able to have a little bit better accuracy, headshot damage is going to be increased, fire rate, all that good stuff. Of course we're going to start grabbing our perks, but we are going to focus a little bit on these spores, of course, to try and get as fast of an upgrade as we possibly can, even close to getting legendary relatively quick. That would be the ideal goal here, so hopefully we can get lucky enough and spray a lot of these. Sometimes it doesn't really work that way, but we'll definitely get a few done, hopefully get a pack crystal. That's really what I care about, as well as obviously we already got the epic ether tool, so in terms of like salvage, we're good. We'll be able to get legendary relatively quick. Now so far with this being epic rarity, we're dealing 1,392 damage, and that is with no pack-a-punch, nothing. That's all to the head, so it's definitely quite a bit of damage for sure for this weapon. Now the only downside thing of the Echo shotgun is that like little flip thing you have to do, or flipping say a switch on the weapon every time you like reload it. I don't know, it's an interesting feature. I think we've seen a shotgun like this back in Black Ops 2 if I remember correctly, but yeah, that's really the only downside to this. What is this? A power keg. Thank you. We are so close to having our field upgrade again, so I'm just going to save that till after we get it. There's a Ravager. We got Toxic Growth. Let's go over here and start this one right here. We can pop that, and then hopefully that Ravager did not hit it. That would be unfortunate if he damaged that one, but we should be able to get him to respawn in. So I guess if it really comes down to it and we did get kind of a bad rate just because he damaged it, we'll be all right. We already have a decent amount of salvage. We got 850 salvage, so we're definitely looking good. Pack 1 crystal already. I will take it, dude. Okay, let me pop this power keg. Is this spore available over here? It is, finally. Jeesh. Let's go ahead and get that going, and then we can go over here and turn this one on. So, leaks suggest inside of Black Ops 7 Zombies, they're going to be remaking Nuketown Zombies as a survival map, which would actually be pretty cool. Kind of like Alpha Omega, but it's if they're going to do it a survival map, I don't think it's going to be like Alpha Omega remake. It's going to be like a straight up Nuketown Zombies remake, because Alpha Omega was, I guess the best terms you could find for it, a quest-filled map, right? You hopped in, there was a main Easter egg, and in these survival maps, there's not. It's literally what it says, a survival map. So you can't really expect them to add a quest, but they could also do it a big map. There has been said that there are going to be a few remakes with this year's title, and honestly, I'm never really hating on remakes. I like when I get to play the remakes of maps. Do I want the game to be centered around remakes? Well, of course not, right? I want there to be new maps and everything, and then kind of just have the remakes as almost like a side content, I guess you could call it. That's what would make me happy, I think, for sure. Now, if they wanted to go to the route of Alpha Omega with the Easter eggs and all that stuff, then I would definitely, if it was up to me, I would make, you know, 4 or 5 new maps, kind of like Ashes of the Dam, Astra Malorium, and a few more. Then I would bring out those remakes. But It would make sense if, say, in the Dark Ether, somehow we went over to Alpha Omega, right, and had to do something. It would kind of make sense. I think it would be really cool if they did another Revelation-style map inside of the Dark Ether. I think that would be pretty sweet. I think it would fit kind of the theme as well, you know, dependent on how they make it. Man, I am just not getting lucky with a Pack 2 crystal right now. Come on, game, give me a Pack 2 crystal. That way I can save some of my essence. I do have enough to go grab some perks and stuff, but I just haven't even really felt the need to get it. We've been yapping way too much for me to even remember the fact that I have to go do that. But we will here shortly. I'll definitely grab them before the first Xursa spawns in, I can imagine. Which we should be able to destroy Xursa. Come on, zombies. There we go. Bink. Dead. Bink. Oh, we missed. What did we get dropped over here? Looks like essence and a mystery perk. PhD, I'll take it. Don't really have any augments on to make us a little bit quicker. It's more of the jumping off the wall or whatever it is. Augment that helps us kind of damage some zombies. But there we go. There's some of our perks. I guess we can just chill here for this round since we're already right here. Bring it on, zombies. Do not want these problems. What is hitting me? Oh, it's a crawler. Sometimes I wonder, I'm sitting here and I'm actually taking a lot of damage and I look down, there's just a little crawler under me. Just absolutely ripping my ankles to shreds. We gotta reload real quick. Here's the last zombie for this round. Nice. Okay. More salvage. Love to see it. We have toxic growth. We can hit this again. Let's spray it a few times and boom. I don't really think that matters. I just think it's the game. I think if you spray it once, it's perfectly fine. It is kind of all RNG related, I would say. Get off of my gun, dude. It's the NPC 25 epic rarity. I think we might have to double pack ourselves. I certainly hope not, as that would kind of suck. But if we have to, we have to, you know? I don't want to wait too long and rely on it too long. Is there another one over here? We need our max ammo. We need to flip this around. Where is the zombie? Of course. He's over here sucking down loot. I could have guessed that. No, that one did not respawn in. What about this one over here? Yes, nice, okay. Bada bing, bada boom, that one's ready to go. Keep killing these Ravagers on this loot. Yeah, the only bad thing with tac stance is you're gonna miss, you know, a little bit more. Casimir, take that, I guess. Dude, I've barely used Casimir so far in this game. Just haven't bought him because I've been prestiging so much that I just literally prestige and don't have them unlocked. And I certainly am not gonna permanently unlock a Casimir. I don't need it that bad. I'll wait till I'm Prestige Master to use them, really. There we go. Okay. Well, we do have 14k. We do got enough to double pack if it comes down to it. Last zombie, where are you? There we go. Halfway to our toxic growth as well. This should spawn in. No? Wow. That is crazy. Okay. This one's back once again. Okay. This is not good. We'll just use that. Come on, growth. You gotta grow, man. This is gonna get bad. This is gonna get ugly. Grow, you stupid thing. Now it's about to take damage, dude. I don't think I can defend this thing. No! No! Holy crap. Hey, at least we got our toxic growth back, pretty much. And a full power. Okay. There's the end of that round. Let me sneak past that. And, I'm guessing it's probably, like, in there somewhere. Watch, we missed it by like a foot. Hey, it's right there. Okay, we did get it. All right, next round Xursa spawns in. We're gonna have to decide rather fast what we're doing here. I would hate to double pack because then that would stop us from getting the triple pack sooner. But, you know, we don't need to. I mean, we're dealing so much damage that we can skip out. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That is something we definitely didn't want to happen. All right, well, he's here. I guess we're gonna wait for that to finish up. See what we get. Maybe we'll get a double crystal. Did we? No. We got an epic tool. But, whatever. Funny enough, we do have enough to get legendary already. So we can do that. Let me just make the change over to Ether Shroud real quick. That way we can start charging that up in case we need it. I always end up wishing I had it if I have Toxic Growth on, say, in the higher rounds. Alright, well... Double pack epic rarity. There's an insta-kill. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get me out of there. Holy crap. Wait, where is Xursa? Where did he go? Hey, there's a free perk. Insta-kill. Okay, I guess Xursa's not around. I don't know what happened to him. There's that. Let me throw on... high prestiged. We'll throw on brain rot. I can't use napalm. Napalm's one of the best ammo mods to use for Xursa, in my opinion. But since we don't have it unlocked, then I guess we're just gonna have to use this one. Holy moly, dude. This thing is, go. Go, go, go. I don't have a self-revive. Holy crap, dude. I am coming very close to death here. Well, let's see. Is this thing back? It is. Okay, let's spray that. I don't really know why we're doing that. We don't need anything from it. Pretty much now we just got to go through these rounds. But I guess it kind of kills some of the zombies for me. Watch, we'll get a double crystal now. Now that we've already double packed. It's usually my luck. So how much damage are we dealing? What is that? 9,659. Okay. Not too nasty bad. It's definitely about the Akita so far. We still got to pack a punch again. Still got to get that triple pack, which we definitely will here shortly. Alright, he's finally back. I don't know what happened to him last time, but there we go. He's dead. Alright, 3 gums awarded. What do we got? Stock option, L. Shields up, L. Aftertaste, L. Now, some of you guys might be like, bro, those gums are so good. They can be, but I, fortunately enough, am addicted to perkaholics. So, yeah, if it ain't a perkaholic, it's an L in my world. There's a double points. Love to see it. We can reload. Yeah, it's crazy how much, when you actually look at the stats of this weapon, how much it buffs the damage. Dude, it's like 1900%. Right? Like, how is that even added? Like, when they were coding that and putting it in the game to show, like, the visuals of that being added, it's crazy no one questioned it. Like, 1900% damage increase for slugs? Hello? It's just crazy. Holy moly. I know I need to buy a self-revive. That's one thing we need to get, just in case we go down again. Definitely need to get a vest, too, but I'm trying to get to triple pack before we even worry remotely about getting a vest. It's usually my last thing I purchase in my game. There we go. We just ripped them. Jump up here, jump up here. Bink. Bink. Okay. This round should almost be over. There's not many zombies left. There we go. He's dead. Nice. Okay, give me a self-revive. That way we don't die. We've only been in this game for 13 minutes, dude. We are flying through this game. That's for sure. Okay, zombies. Bring it on. We'll just chill right here. Although I don't really find this to be a super fast strategy. But it is fairly easy. And we just fell because of the Ravager. Good going, Ravager. Never fail to disappoint. Yeah, I'm definitely excited to triple pack. We do have enough. We'll do it after this round. That way we don't get killed up there. Round seems like it's about to be over, though. Maybe. We have the delay of zombies for whatever reason. Oh my gosh. I got 2 HP, bro. I have no ammo. Alright, let's triple pack. That way we don't gotta purchase ammo. Okay. How much damage are we dealing? Let's get out of attack stance so we can... That was definitely not a right shot. 19,313 damage is our maxed out headshot damage. Now, depending on which augment you're running, this can vary, right? For double tap, if you're running the double body shot damage augment, then, well, you're going to have double body shot damage, and I'm pretty sure that's the one I am running, actually. So, you can kind of count on that a little bit whenever you're looking at the damage on my screen, if that is an augment I am using. Now, say for some with Deadshot Daiquiri, you could be running something different that boosts it a little bit, right? I don't have 2 augments on, 2 minors for Deadshot. I don't even have Deadshot researched yet. So, yeah, I mean, kind of got to play with it a little bit. You'll kind of see yourself. We have another Xursa spawned in. Okay, give me a vest. That way we don't die. But I will say attack laser is the way with this thing. Makes it so much better. So much more easier to use. Okay, we can train up a little bit. Holy moly. Okay, let me go this way. What level is that? Level 25. See, when I prestige this, I permanently unlock the slugs. I recommend it. If you guys are going to use it and get it to level 250, it might just make your life a little bit easier. But you might not. You might not like it with slugs, and that's perfectly fine. All this is to get an idea of how much it actually boosts the damage inside of zombies, because you never know when down the road it could actually be very, very useful for a future something, right? Who knows what that could be? Bink. Okay, Brain Rot. Brain Rot's such a cool ammo mod. It's actually really, really good if you guys did not know. With certain augments, you can really take it to another level. Most of these things inside of this game have changed a lot, just from, say, the new augments, being able to run 2 miners. Things can definitely be pretty OP now, and things most people don't even realize. It's kind of crazy, actually, and I definitely like it. I like the augment system. I wish they would add more in-game grinding things, though, like that. Kind of like, I mentioned in one of my previous videos how I wish there was some sort of old Tessie upgrade thing, right? Where, like, say, for example, you had to get 1,000 kills with old Tessie, right? This was tier 1 Tessie health upgrade, right? You had to get 1,000 kills by running over zombies, right? And then you get, like, say, plus 25% old Tessie health. That's tier 1, and that's just one section of this actual vehicle. Then you have tier 2, it's kill like 3,000, and then tier 3, which is kill 5,000 zombies. And then you end up getting like plus 75% old Tessie health, right? And that's not all. Then you can say do something else where you got to get the Wonder Fizz kills or something, and then all of a sudden you have a freaking permanent Wonder Fizz on your old Tessie, right? Something as simple as that. Once you get, say, 5,000 kills with the Wonder Waffle on old Tessie, which isn't easy. It's not meant to be easy. It's not meant to be able to be unlocked in one single day. It's meant to actually be a grinding thing. I think that stuff would be pretty cool in this game. I think especially with old Tessie, it could be something to grind, to kind of help with the boss fight or something. So I thought that maybe if somehow we have to repair old Tessie in Astra Malorium, and that's kind of like our Black Ops 7 way to travel through the Dark Ether, that could be something cool that they could implement. You know, although it kind of missed its point not being on release if they did something like that, but hey, I'm not against it being added. Definitely would be pretty cool. Alright, we got another Zursa. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, 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 bing. You gotta hit those critical shots. I am completely missing them. We're doing 7,000 body shot damage, which is plenty. But missing those shots is definitely not a good thing. Definitely doesn't benefit us. Alright, we can train these guys up. It's already around 26, dude. We are going through this game super fast. Definitely fairly simple to do. Yeah, so the pro for this is definitely you deal more damage than the Akita. And then obviously the M10 Breacher's pro is you deal more damage than all of it. The M10 Breacher at maxed out to the dome can deal about 118,000 damage to the Zursa, which snipers don't even do that, by the way. So it's very strong. Now the Echo, you got a little bit faster fire rate, but you deal significantly less damage than 100,000, but it still is very good, and it still has a lot of damage. The Akita, same thing. It shoots way faster, but it has a lot less damage. The Akita max out deals almost close to 10,000 damage per headshot, which is not bad by any means because of the fire rate. But that's kind of what offsets it a little bit, right? It puts the Akita at the very bottom of the damage, and then the Echo to the middle, and then the Marine, or whatever the hell it's called, I forget, the M10 Breacher at the first place. In terms of damage, right? Now, you get to pick if you want a faster fire rate, a medium fire rate, or a very slow fire rate. But I would like to argue that the M10 Breacher is the best shotgun in the game. You know, the fire rate isn't bad once you have double tap and you just spam it. Yeah, if you hold it down in, say, multiplayer and you do charge shots, of course it's going to be slow, right? But in zombies, it's a completely different gun than what it actually is and how it performs in multiplayer. So if you're just hopping fresh off of multiplayer and you're trying to figure out these shotguns, they're way better than they were in multiplayer. Trust me, I know. It's round 30. I'm just going to go ahead and pick up some extra perks just so we have them. Why the heck not, right? Total essence spent goes up a little bit. But we'll probably exfil next round, because not gonna lie, guys, you really don't get much XP going past round 31. If you're trying to rank up, you know, it can be worth it. This is how I explain it. It's worth it if you plan on going to round 100 in that one game. But if you're like playing and you're just like, oh, I'm just gonna go to round 40, it's a complete waste of time. In terms of XP grinding past round 31-ish, right? But if you're like, oh, I'm gonna sit here for a few hours and I'm just gonna go to round 100, then it's gonna be good, right? Because you're getting all that XP. But if you're just gonna, say, go halfway, you might as well turn back. Pretty much. This round should almost be over. You definitely destroy these zombies with these slugs, I will say that. 100%. There's an insta-kill. We can save that for the Zursa exfil. Bing, bing. Nice. Okay. There's a zombie. He's dead. You got another one right here. Full power. Okay. Let's go ahead and pop this, get this Zersa to spawn in. Should be fairly simple to do. We can just pop this over there. Stop some of the zombies from spawning in. There we go. Oh, man, I think I seen 100k there. But we have instant kills, so yeah. But that's the Echo with the slugs inside of zombies, guys. I definitely recommend using it as the damage is very, very high. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. I'm out. Have a good one. Peace.